Welcome to the second guided self-touch meditation, raising the energy. You may want to get yourself a pillow and a blanket for integration time, and you may wish to get yourself your journal and your pen to write down your experience afterwards, so you can pause now to do that. Get yourself into a comfortable position. Today there will be genital touch involved, and I'll refer to your genitals as your sex throughout. So you might want to lay down. Everything I say is an invitation, and do what feels best for your body. I like to lay on my back with my knees slightly bent, and that's the shape I generally start in. But as I move through the experience, I track my body to see how I need to change shape and how I need to move and how I need to wriggle and relax. As we deepen our breathing, what often happens is we want to change shape and melt into the floor a little more, and the shape you originally started in no longer serves us. So allow yourself that. This isn't a static experience. So finding yourself comfortably laying and taking one hand to heart and one hand to sex, and bringing your awareness to the hand which is at sex. Relaxing that jaw and allowing some breath just to tumble out on the out breath. Allow some sound. Breathing through the mouth on the in and relaxing on the out. Moving that jaw, making sure it's nice and free. Imagining that we're breathing into the hand which is at sex. So that breath is filling your pelvis. And you may want to see it as light or as colour. Allowing the body to relax, change shape if it needs. A few more of these. Keep breathing as I speak. Taking both hands to sex now, we're going to start some alternate stroke from perineum up to our pubic mound. So just one hand on the in-breath, stroking up from perineum to pubic mound, and then release. So this is one direction. Next hand on the in-breath, up to pubic mound and release. Keep going with that. So keep alternating hands, and it's an upstroke from perineum to the pubic mound on the in-breath, and then letting go on the out-breath. Just one direction. Allowing your hand to come up to the pubic mound to cup ever so slightly and release. Maybe seeing that light or that energy build in the sex. And breathing at your own pace, but I encourage a nice slow, relaxed pace. Remembering to relax our sex on the out breath as well. And let go. You might find some organic movement in the hips is helpful. On your next in-breath, we're stroking up from perineum to above the belly button where our center is. Taking that energy to our powerhouse, our core. Keep going with that, alternating hands. So drawing that energy up to the center and just allowing it to sit there and grow on the out breath. Keep stroking, keep letting go. Visualizing that light or that colour on the up and the in. And then releasing and allowing that energy to sit there and grow on the out. You may want to intensify the breath and see how that changes the quality of the experience. Breathing a little harder and faster. Letting go fully on the out. A few more of those if they work for you. Allowing the breath to come back to a slower pace, maybe. Keep going with this. Just tracking any experience in your body. And now that harder, faster breath quality change things for you, if at all. Using affirming strokes up the body. And now taking that stroke on the in-breath up to the heart. And release on the out-breath, changing hands. So by now, the hand on the out-breath can be circling out of the body and resting on the sex. So there's always one hand on sex, there's one hand stroking up. And if this is too much information for you, just go back to the breath and stroking up to the heart. Just a few more. And on your next in-breath, letting your hand settle at heart. One hand at heart, one hand at sex. And allowing that breath not to jolt out and to stop, but to just slowly find its way back to a more natural way of breathing. And now allowing your body its integration time in silence. Sometimes the body movements are organic and what the body needs. Other times it's a way of dissipating the energy. So just check in with what level of stillness and what level of quiet is appropriate for you right now, as you just feel into the experience you've had, allowing the body to learn from that. And slowly, softly, no quick movements, maybe a little wriggle, maybe rolling onto your side. If you haven't already, wrapping up into your blanket and your pillow, ready to journal a few sentences of your experience. And answering that question I always like to ask: what did you learn about yourself? See you next time.